All right. Welcome to By the Hydrant podcast. Okay, my bad.
By the hydrant, man.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to By the Hydrant podcast number. Yeah. Fuck, which pod? We on one or two. Well, anyway, yeah. Welcome to podcast number one. So, down to business.
Kung Fu Kenny.
Shit, man. Yeah, like, so when my first listen through, I waited for a nice ass day, took a bunch of mushrooms, sat out on my porch, watched the flowers and the trees grow, had a good ass cry. God, like, I don't know, Kendrick doesn't miss.
He don't.
He doesn't miss.
He does the exact assignment with extra credit, and he's a teacher's pet.
Yeah, and the beauty of it, we never know what the fucking assignment is till this nigga comes out with it, man.
Yeah, a whole thesis.
Mm-hmm. What was your favorite track?
It's hard to say. I think Mother I Sober.
Mm-hmm.
That one was just like the most powerful, especially with the piano, with all that he's discussing.
Mm-hmm.
Then you had my girl from Portishead. I always forget her name. Let me see real quick. Beth Givens.
Okay.
Killed it, and it was just the vibe that it needed, especially like with all the topics he was talking about. It's like, yeah, you know, you have to sacrifice so much.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Kendrick, like there's a few like artists out there. Like I don't care when you drop your shit. Just drop it because I know it's gonna be fucking fire. You know what I'm saying? Like, I say this wasn't the one that like touched me the most, I'd say, but just aesthetically as a song, Savior was my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
That beat was fucking nasty.
Yeah.
And so is not your savior.
He's
not your
He's
savior.
the
Like, I can't wait till like Kendrick could get more into like his like comedic bag.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like he's supposed to do a project with
Trey Parker and Matt Stone. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck is that?
Like,
what was it about? Wasn't it about something to do with slavery or some shit?
I don't even remember. I read it once. I was like, I'll wait.
Dog.
I'll wait because I'm interested.
Yeah, and like I seen Kendrick like I've seen him act like one time. It was on Power.
Yeah.
He was at Crackhead.
Yeah, and he did a
shit.
great job.
A great fucking job, just out of nowhere, man. Cause like, and I get it, cause Kendrick's one of those cats that understands like his artistic essence, like you know, so
he
he
knows
can
his place.
Yeah,
he knows
like
his place.
if you saw like a pot that Kendrick made, oh shit, Kendrick made that pot, I could tell. You know what I'm saying? Like he knows how to rub his dick and balls across, you know, whatever.
You know what's the funniest shit too? Listening to the censored version of "We Cried Together."
Dog, that reminds me. They had an old sketch on Mad TV with like The Sopranos, but it was on PAX TV. So everything was there, like, yo mother, yo gobble, eat some gobble. Like, why even do?
That whole track, like legit. You know, if you ever been in a toxic relationship or one that's just not where it needs to be at, like that just hits home. It hits home because there's so much passion, so much tension. You know, especially in the black community where it's like that's just how it is sometimes, and you need to work with that person to get through the struggle. Ultimately, everyone needs to be working on themselves, but you don't realize that that's the conversation, that's the dialogue that really is going on.
I feel you, man, and like me, like I came from a black household, obviously, but like. Shit wasn't quite as like incendiary growing up, so I did like end up getting in a relationship in life where that was the norm for that person. You know what I'm saying? That was like a whole big like shock to my system. And like to later on find out like like a lot of black, like a big ass percentage of black people, like that's kind of like built into the culture a lot of way for like us to kind of be pitted against each other, even like the ones you love most.
And it's just it's so bizarre. So crazy. I will say Silent Hill has been on repeat just because, like, that's just like a bop. Just put that on and push these niggas off me like, ooh.
the Dave Chappelle. Dog, like, Fucking genius, man.
and
Like
then
oh, go ahead, bro.
I was gonna say even like with the Kodak Black features on there, and that's the one that like got people kind of like the most heated. But it's like once again he's a product of his environment with his even his project baby like Kodak Black. He is what he is.
Yeah.
And this is something that he was able to do. As far as like any allegations and stuff like that, it's this world is cruel. This world is cruel. And then on top of that, we already in too many people's business already. Is like legit. Why do we know? Why do we know?
Yeah, the whole like I forget the term for it, but like basically the whole world is your judge and jury.
And it's like you don't know who's there or whatever. It's just kind of it's just a touchy situation.
And honestly, like I never got into Kodak Black. Like, what's he being alleged to have done?
English. A lot of stuff, honestly. But like in this case, it's just like, he was like either sex. I don't even because I don't listen to Kodak Black either. Like legit, like, but he definitely floated on it. But it had to do something with sexual, for sure. And it's always funny how in the music industry it gets glided over. But it's like you don't realize Hollywood's fucked up anyway. It's like you think that shit isn't why we're even able to watch it right now, and it's like, yes, it's bad and it should not be going on. But in the case of Kendrick Lamar, he's definitely talking about like this is the effects of the systematic racism, systematic injustice that's built into this country, and we still are the voices, and people can relate to this. And on top of that, we're all humans. Not saying everybody just makes the same mistakes or mistakes that are dire in impression, but it's like, don't idolize nobody.
No,
that
whole like don't meet your fucking heroes. Don't, cause like we're all humans. You know what I'm saying? Like we all got our shitty little corner of our mind, our shitty little corner of our actions. Some people have a whole mansion worth of shittiness. You know what I'm saying? But, like, I do applaud Kendrick for making his own goddamn, like, artistic decisions. You got to think he has some pups. Oh, Kodak Black, he got this. You don't want to be connected to that, Kendrick. But he's like, he's got the voice that I need for this song. You know what I'm saying? Like.
Yeah. Auntie Diaries is still kind of hard to listen to.
Why is that?
Because I like listening to it. As far as like the project, but like I like listening to my music out loud.
Oh yeah,
like and
like we can't, like we will get taken the fuck off YouTube.
Yeah, immediately. But I did like how he expressed like at least in my community, I grew up in a trailer park, and like I grew up with the only minorities around, like, and we were the outcasts around it. And the F word, as far as like talking about anyone, was just like casually thrown around. Just this is early 2000s, and that's where we're at now. But it's like legit. We got music that was like casually saying that, movies and stuff. I remember when they were still saying nigga on the radio. I remember when that was a big thing when they took it off of the radio.
Yeah, man. And then comes the Boondocks.
You know
what I'm saying?
So
on Chappelle's show, man.
Yeah, so it's just I don't know. Censorship is interesting because censorship and cancellation is like almost the same thing.
Yeah, and like all that shit, I feel like is grounded in fear. You know what I'm saying?
Because if you're not confident in what you are doing and what you learn, and maybe if you're children, what you're teaching your children is like who's going to be influenced, and the world is influenced by everything, which is what is depressing the fucking hell out of Kendrick, because
that fucking the heart. This nigga,
stressed out.
Dog, I was breaking it down to like this one person I know. I was like, yeah, man, like legit. I feel like that is how Kendrick feels inside. Like that's Kendrick. I know too much. I've seen too much. I've done too much. Like, you know what I'm saying? But like still he's got like this good heart and this good soul that's just getting like heavier and heavier because he holds on to everything. Like he has to.
Needed to step back, and I feel him. I like Father Time too. Father Time was a good one. It's like, early morning wake ups with the layups. talks about his relationship with his father, especially like if you listen to Good Kid, Mad City, is like his parents were heavily involved in throughout that as far as like a voice.
Oh yeah.
And this one, you really hear just about how he's grieving on how he feels as a man, and how he's been treating women, and how women have been treated, especially now that he has a daughter and he has a son. So now he probably feels extra responsible, and then on top of that, fucking Tupac looking down on him too. It's like. Like,
What does
Hail
Tupac
Mary.
say? Holla if you hear me. I don't know what does
Holla if
Tupac
you
say.
hear me. Hail Mary.
Spit on you. I don't know what's Tupac do. But yeah, man. Like, and just like going back to the joint about like his aunt, like that shit was so dope to me because like it's not like super off, especially these days. You hear just like a really just tight concept track. You know what I'm saying? And this person like who's lived so much of their life on this side of the road, but it's like I'm gonna express my courage and I'm gonna live this life that like I know I should be living. You know what I'm saying? Like fuck what you think, fuck what you think.
And I'm gonna be swaggy about it.
Yup, like with pride.
You know?
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like that. It's a movie. It's
Yeah.
a fucking movie. Like, and that's why I can't wait till for this PG Lang shit. Cause like with this, I could tell Kendrick's about to like start fusing everything together. Like the We Cry Together, that has a whole fucking short film to it.
Yeah.
You stingy bastard.
I
He's
know.
gonna release it in Los Angeles.
You
Kendrick.
I can't wait till I bootleg.
I'm gonna bootleg the fuck out of your shit. No, man. And like, yeah, and that shit's it's about to be intense. It's about to be, yeah. It's
Yeah.
like who in the rap game do you even think is like on the same tier, even close, that's still doing shit?
It's the young ones. It's the young ones. I say like Denzel still has probably the highest chance.
Yeah, for sure.
As far as like reaching a level where he's gonna be like talking about some shit and people won't be able to not listen. JID.
Yep. Jid is dope.
Skill wise, I just feel like I haven't listened to enough of his stuff, but like his content's there, but it's just something about it. But you can't deny his skill. Can't deny his skill at all. And then who else?
J. Cole was trying, and he like grew out some dreads and put on some basketball shirts. Man, I'm comfortable. Like, I'm gonna go hoop in Africa or wherever. You know, J. Cole is a professional basketball player.
Yep.
Shout out to J. Cole. Shout out to like living out all your damn
Look,
dreams.
he just took a break after his first few games to put it on hold so he can go on tour. I mean, Dreamville.
Let's go. Yeah, Dreamville, man. Like,
I was say it's like you can't beat that one.
no, man, no, and like shit, we in Dreamville, man.
Hell
Legit,
yeah.
legit, man.
But yeah, Kendrick, congrats, dope ass project. Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. Did not know what I was expecting, but this is exactly what I needed.
I thought it was gonna be a doo-wop album or something like Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers.
I thought it was gonna be like a soulful Motown.
That's what I'm saying. Not like
or even rock.
That would be wild. Like, actually, a Kendrick rock album would be like for fire.
Yeah, I think that would be dope. He even had the Ghostface feature on there. Fire.
Hit every corner.
Yeah.
Hit every fucking corner, man. And like the last beat, I thought Pharrell produced the last beat on the album.
What, Mirror?
Yeah, it turns out it was Kendrick and the Little Homies.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Yeah. Solid project.
Yeah.
Rich Spirit. Broke phone. Mm-mm.
You said what?
Oh, wait, how the song like, rich nigga, broke phone. Stop playing me, make a song.
I
Stop
don't
playing
remember
with.
that one.
I'm gonna play it.
Okay. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
There's very few rappers that'll actually make me get off my ass and listen to their shit. You know what I'm saying?
Going back to when he first dropped it, I was out running around doing a mission, and I was like, Kendrick just dropped. And then I looked up and saw it, and I started playing it because I was playing out loud. And then my man Cass, a boober around here, he just picked me up, and I was just like listening to it, like cruising around, smoking. and then went to the bar, chilled out, skated around town for a second. I skated around just listening to it, and went home, listened to it twice, smoked a fat blunt, and then listened to it all day. And then for the last few weeks, just had like my favorite songs on repeat. Great album.
That's man.
Solid album.
I don't know. I was in a position like I couldn't really listen to it like right when it first came out, but like I was dodging shit like it was like a Marvel trailer. I ain't want to know shit about it. Like I wanted to go in like blind because I knew the shit was gonna touch me, and I knew I was in a place like emotionally, spiritually, where like he had some shit for me.
Yeah,
you know,
he's just always on time. Always on time.
Especially like the I don't know, like black people have like an inherent just damage just already in us, just living in this fucking country. But like Kendrick speaks to like the sensitive intellectual, you know what I'm saying? The ebony intellectual. I almost said sensual intellect. That too, the sensual intellectual as well. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It's nice having a voice on the top that's actually that speaks like fucking to me.
Yeah.
You know?
Because them other niggas just weren't cutting it.
Yeah, and like we were like back in the day, we were rooting on Lupe to fucking do
Lupe. Yeah, I love
his
Lupe.
contrarianism like ate him alive.
Yeah.
And a bad record deal, a real bad record deal.
The record deal especially, because I would love in an alternate universe. They got LUPN.
We probably be totally different people if LUPN came out.
There might actually be anarchy. He was on that level.
It's just a bunch of nerd niggas throwing bottles through
and
windows
and robots.
You just look over the sky. There's an actual boat.
A robot with a do-rag. I feel like my brother would be piloting it.
Shooting laser beams through his Cartier. Oh, man.
Word is bomb.
Where's the White House at? Oh, man. But yeah, so Kendrick, you're probably not going to see this shit, but in case you do, congrats, man. Thanks for keeping it real. Thanks for keeping it funky. Thanks for keeping it gully. Can't wait to see what you got next. And I hope you motherfuckers can't see what we got next. Because the shit is fucking fire.
Because we got Mo. Because it's always live and direct from By the Hydrant.
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 The hydrant. Buy it.
The hydrant. Did I mention it's by the hydrant?
Bisexual hydrant.
Pride Month, y'all.
And cut.
Sick.
Yeah. That one had a lot better flow, too.